gonna be okay. You wanna go, Seggy? Sorry, you can't go. No dogs allowed. We're back near my hometown in rural Kentucky. We're about to pick up Conqueror Corey. Well, we picked up a stray. Now we have the crew, we're ready to go. Heading to South Carolina? South Carolina.
Or north. Maybe south.
I think we have to go through north to get to south. Anyway, we're on our way finally.
Let's west or east?
A little tired. On our way. See you soon. Say hi, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. Well, like I say, the problem was, yeah, it had licensing issues where every game was different. Like Digimon World 1 was like a
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Digimon right now.
And then Digimon World 2 was like a controller. 3 was an RPG. I'm telling you, it's all connected, Will. It's all connected. Every bit of it.
You're like Charlie.
I need some string. I'm gonna put string. I'm gonna tell you how it's all connected into the big digital world.
Digimon, the Illuminati, Project 2025.
Digimon was just for kids too poor to afford Pokemon.
So while we're on the subject about why Will is wrong on stuff, let's talk about Final Fantasy IX real quick.
You can't say Pokemon's bad. Are you saying I'm wrong? Are you dissing Pokemon now?
No, I'm dissing Final Fantasy IX.
Where did that come from? We were talking about
I said, while we're on the subject of stuff that you're wrong about, let's talk about Final Fantasy IX.
I mean, it's kind of agreed upon. It's one of the better Final Fantasies. I mean, just look at the fucking... 7's the best if you just have no idea how like an RPG system should work.
This is what's going to be all night. Alright, well, we made it. We're trying to get to the convention center now. I forgot that there's actually another entrance on the other side that's easier to get into. We did this the last time we were here.
It's all about the journey.
It's about the journey, not the destination. How insightful he is today. Alright, so what are you looking for?
I'm not too sure. I think the two things on my list, if I can get a good deal on Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Astral Chain. I know there's a run on games. It's just that's what's on my list today. So
I'm always looking for the chainsaw controller and any Resident Evil stuff I don't have, and I don't know, anything cool.
I mean, if I find Mega Man X3 for that I don't have to take a mortgage out for, I might do that.
That'd be nice. 2 and 3 are the expensive ones. We'll see what we can find. Oh, my one weakness, stairs.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was astounded by the line. It's grown like 50 feet since the Fusades have been here.
We're way back. So, we actually worth every penny.
So we're finally moving.
What were you saying about N64? Earlier, we were having a very good conversation.
The only reason we like it is for nostalgia. It has limited RAM capacity, it has a horrible controller design, and probably one of the smallest game libraries next to like the Saturn.
He said it. You're not supposed to say the thing you're thinking out loud. It's bad for you.
It only took us 27 minutes, so we are towards the front of the line. I'm super excited. There may be a few games left, maybe like Katamari, because no one plays that.
God, I hate you so much. Can I open this? Thank you. Wanted to ask for it. I just randomly start opening stuff. Oh, you got everything in here. Original back. Yeah. $100. We got an insane deal on that complete box, $100. The closest I could find on eBay was what, $135, $140? And we just saw a guy like a 2 booths before that who wanted $100 for one that wasn't working, or that was, he said was complete, but it was had reproduction backs and stuff on it, and they weren't as clean as he said it was. You could definitely tell that he didn't know how to price things. So I'm pretty happy with that. He's just smiling.
I'm just happy to be here.
Can I see that copy of Resident Evil?
Of course.
Thank you.
This one?
Yes. Could you guys do 30 on it? Cash?
Yes.
I was about to say cash.
Yeah, cash is king.
Cash is king at these, yes. There we go.
All right, thank you so much. Did you want a bag?
No, I got a backpack.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh,
What one is it? The green one? Yeah.
I'm sorry to bother you. Can I see this alien hominid also?
This one? Is there a price on it?
85. It's not terrible.
Please, let me find my stuff.
Let me think on that. Thank you, buddy. It's crazy loud in here, but because I left my coffee at home, I had to buy another one. I got it for 30, so it's not great. It's not in the best shape, but it'll be okay. I just need to be able to get the guy to sign it. Is that one of your favorites?
Oh yeah, it's really good. It was a little hard to play as a kid because it was based on Duel Monsters like 1.5 or 2.0 or something like that. It's
Yeah.
the final version, so it's very much different. You had one monster that could kill other monsters.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I'll let you crack it open so I don't.
Yeah, it's just a replacement later. Did I get the right size?
They don't make it easy on us, do they?
Oh, Yoda stories. So much. And the battery's been replaced.
Awesome.
Yeah. I got sent to the hospital.
You replace the battery in both of them, or just?
Yeah. In fact, this one has the he gave me Yoda stories.
been reflowed or whatever. I don't know. I don't know all the technical side. I sent it to my guy that
I got you. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it's everything's good. And I can crank it up if you want to test it out.
Would you do 100 cash for both?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, I'll do that. What we got on Super Mario Land 2 here? No, I can't do that. Well, we just got back from lunch.
Round 2.
We had some good things. Time for round 2. What do we still need on the list? So I got a complete in box Gateway Enhanced, but I don't want to destroy that one. I want to keep that one solid. So we need one of those. Not white, because the person we're building the mod for said do not buy the white one. I don't know. What else do we need? What else are we looking for? We're looking for Alien Hominid. I'm still looking for that. Resident Evil Gaiden, if we ever find that. But we only found one copy at a con so far, and they wanted like $2 grand for it because it was a complete box. Corey, you're looking for?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Xenoblade.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, decent price. Astral Chain, and one of the guys reminded me that Tactics Over is out. So if I find a good price on
yeah,
Tactics
that's a
Over,
really good
I'll
one.
get it.
We got to meet Lisa Ortez. Is that her name?
Yes.
She plays the
Lena.
voice of Lena Inverse from Slayers. If you know what that is, that's an old anime because we're old people. And man, that was so good. She was awesome. She was very nice to meet. She was very good to us. Then we got to meet the voice of Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 1, the remake.
Super great guy.
Super good guy. He talked to us and he listened to our crappy story about how much we love it and how me and Corey saved up to get it and how once a year we get together and play before we start the channel. So it's all real good, but let's get back at it. Let's get back in there. We found one. 950.
One loose.
That's what I want is a loose one. God. You don't have a Resident Evil Gaiden loose, do you?
Do you have a Resident Evil guide?
Loose.
Like loose.
Oh, I saw that one. I'd take that home all day, but
I can work with you on price if you're interested too. It's just super clean.
it's really nice. That's just way out of my price range. Don't even want to offend you, buddy. Don't even want to try to offend you.
Yeah. I won't tell you what I have in it. I won't tell you. I will tell you because it's an awesome story. I was at a toy show and a guy was selling his collection.
Yeah.
And I picked up like a handful of Game Boy games. He's like, oh, those are just $5 a piece. And they're loose at this point. And I probably, that day I spent about $900 on about 10 grand worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And so 2 weeks later, he calls me and I go to his house to buy more. And we're looking through stuff and I see the box. I'm like, oh, I bought that game from him. He's like, oh, you can just have the box then. So I paid $5 for that.
Dang.
The jealousy in me is just coming up through the front. It is so bad.
So horrible.
It's so bad.
But
I gotta have it to complete the collection.
Oh yeah.
But it's so bad. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love hearing stories like that.
Yeah, it's just like I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you now.
That's part of why. That's part of why I like coming to these things. It's like that's just awesome. you guys do 60 cash? Awesome.
Oversight Marketplace right next to Garage across the street.
This is the one I wanted. What do you got on that armored core too? That armored core Masters Arena? What you got on that?
Have you come before? 2 years ago.
Yeah. That's gone up a lot too.
Yeah, they moved from the first year at this hall. They were in the other hall, the smaller hall in the front.
Well, has it been a good day?
I don't know. I'm not keeping
Dude, when I was a kid, me and my buddy who was Spanish again played the crap out of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
No problem. See you around.
Is this the...
That's the PlayStation one.
It's PlayStation. GameCube was yellow. The GameCube one is, I think, almost double that price.
Find anything else? No? Okay. Can I do this?
It will take a moment. Sorry. This is it?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Alright. Yeah. Alright.
Did you do 350 cash?
350 cash?
Cash.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
I did that trade myself, so I know we're good on that one.
Awesome.
But you're gonna have to give us a second for checking some things going.
So excited.
One for the 15, but without a box and stuff. I'm trying to find one with a box.
All right.
Finally got this. I'm so excited.
It's the
30
PlayStation 2 version.
PlayStation 2
We'll
version.
clean it.
30 as it could be, but I think we ended up getting.
We'll clean it up.
We had it for 370. I got it for 350 because I played cash. Cash is king at these. Remember to bring cash. And yeah, that's it. Corey, you did good, buddy. Awesome. I found it. You get extra gum this week. You know what? In fact, I'm going to give you one cheeseburger. Just one cheeseburger. With pickles? What? Pickles? You asked too much. You asked too much. Well, as you can see, we're in different clothes. It's actually the second day. We got back last night and all of us just crashed. We didn't even go out. We went and picked some food up right back here, ate, and just kind of, we played a little bit of Commander and then just went right to bed. Instead of doing our follow videos, we were just too tired. And walking around for 8 hours will get you.
Yeah, it was a lot of walking, a lot of sweating.
I have to say, the con, we were here 2 years ago, the con this year is like maybe twice as big. It feels like
it was definitely bigger than the first than 2022. It definitely much more crowded too. As you saw, the lines was insane.
Yeah.
We got there, I went to the restroom and come back, and the line grew about a good 40, 50 foot.
Yeah. One thing too. Last time we had the VIG badges, so I don't know how big the line was, but I don't remember being that big. It was massive this year. So everybody's been real nice though. We had one guy who was a little weird, but you get those in all the crowds. But everybody else has been real great. Everybody wants to talk about the games. That's the cool thing. You get to actually sit and talk with everybody and kind of hear their story, learn about what their actual football games are. That's part of my favorite thing to do. And of course, hunting for the deals, which is what we're going to go over today to see what we got. Corey got the most stuff out of all of us. He spent so much money. So
everybody else got piles of stuff. So I'll go ahead and kick it off because mine will be over really quick. I wasn't planning on picking this up, but I have Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Now, the reason before you get out the pitchforks and stuff, yes, I realize the Fire Emblem Warrior games aren't that great unless you're into like Dynasty Warriors and stuff like that. But for $15, I thought it was a pretty good price because I love 3 houses.
Mm-hmm.
I played through all the routes. I still do the DLC because I got frustrated with it. Let me pick that back up. But I love the story of 3 houses, and I'm hoping that this is it. I don't know how closely it follows to it, but yeah, it's a simple Switch game. A lot of these older games that they don't have modern ways to get a hold of anymore. That's the one downside, the emulation. It kind of takes up my drive to get things like that.
Yeah.
Because, and again, that's no way endorsing piracy. If there is a way for you to legally buy that from the developer through an online marketplace, I encourage you to do so. That's what I do. But a lot of these games you can't get anymore except through secondhand, and the prices are stupid.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 80-some bucks. Like
super rare ones are really, really expensive.
So just ask Mike when he's trying. We've been trying to find Mega Man X2 and 3, which that's available digital now. But just for an example, X2 loose, just the game alone is $115. You add the booklet to it, it goes to $200.
No, it's $115 for a game with a very, very destroyed label. Very destroyed label.
Oh.
The average price we found was $150. And Mega Man X3 is even worse. It's what? Was it 300?
Yeah, and
300 loose.
Another prime example, Resident Evil Gaiden. Was we found 2 copies in box. One box wasn't that great, and it was like they still wanted $800 for it. If you have a pristine box, you're looking over $1,000 for one of the arguably the worst Resident Evil games in history.
It's absolutely terrible. Everybody I talked to about was like, "That's a terrible game." I'm like, "I know, but I have to have it for the collection." But it's expensive.
But yeah, 3 houses. I'll go ahead and wrap up that point. 3 houses, $15. I'm happy with that.
So I went a little crazy.
You never.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty happy with the deals I got though. One of the big ones I got was Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions for PSP. It is the greatest hits version, but it's complete. It has the manual, has everything. He had it listed for $25. He gave it to me for $15 because he was wanting to get stuff sold to get out of there. I was looking for a game for our other video that's coming out. It's our oddball challenge where we have $15 to buy. Everybody has $15 to buy a game, and we both got the best one. But I bought this, and I was like, I can't use this because it's a mainstream game, and that's one of the rules.
Oh yeah, you gotta go oddball with that.
So I got that. We got my wife is a big fan of the Sega system, so we have gotten a bunch of Sega games. Altered Beast, Zoom, Eternal Champions. That's one I used to love to play. I love the poster of that. Our local shop had an Eternal Champions poster on it. Movies to Go had one of these on the wall, and I always remembered that. Pitfall, of course. I had all of these listed at 10, 16, 24. It was about $85, and we got this set as a bundle for $60, so I was pretty happy with that. Another one was, wow. Yeah. Bugsby. I don't know why I'm having a hard time actually pronouncing this. Bubsy. Off camera help. Bubsy, man. Complete box has a manual, has everything in it. They had it listed for $30. They actually gave it to us for $20. That guy was trying to make money that day. I'm actually going back to him today to try to get something. I met another YouTuber, Pick'em Preacher. If you're out there watching, thank you. And we had a good conversation. I bought Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Blue off of him. He gave me a good deal for $100 for both. The Blue does have a replacement label on it because it was so destroyed, but I wanted the original games. He opened them up and showed them to me to verify. But I had these and they got destroyed. I think old Jim may have got a hold of them or something. I don't know where they are, but I now have these, so I need to get a hold of Red at some point.
They got the replacement batteries, right?
Yes, and the battery replacement's already been done to those, so that was really nice.
That's another thing to point out too. If you don't know, if you ever go to these cons and you pick up these games right here, the Pokemon games specifically, be aware if the battery's been replaced because you may have to do that.
Yeah,
if that batteries will hold you're safe.
Right. And at this point in time, most of those batteries are dead. So,
well, it's been like what? Oh gosh, over 20 years. Let's see, Pokemon came out like in what, 96?
I'm old.
It's almost 30 years old.
I'm
old.
old.
The first gen Pokemon games. You know, we're gonna carry on. We're gonna carry on. It's not an important part of the conversation. Next.
Next thing. So I need I'm going to talk about this one first. I bought a Game Boy I got it for $60 because cash. This is the big thing to remember about these conventions. Cash is king. Bring cash. You'll get things so much cheaper if you bring cash because they don't have to deal with processing fees. They don't have to deal with anything. The price they usually put on there is if somebody's paying with a card. So it makes perfect sense. But I got this for $60, and the reason I bought this is because we're doing a mod video for Jim, who wants one of these to turn it into a home console. So keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty excited about doing that mod. And it's solderless, which is even better. But when we were looking around, we kept finding some for like 90, 80, stuff like that. And we found one, the first booth we went to was this guy who's like, oh yeah, $100. I'm like, what? $100 for that? He goes, yeah, $100. And he's like, it's so clean, I had to charge $100. I pick it up, there's scratches everywhere. Turn it over, it has a reproduction back on the back, which isn't a huge deal. Those things got lost a lot, but $100? No. And I was like, no, man. He's like, oh, I was like, this is a reproduction back. When I called him out on it, he jumped back and was like, oh, well, 90 then. And I was like, that just didn't sit right with me. We turn around, literally, and I see this, a complete in box one for $100. It's got all the original parts, got all the original manuals, everything's in here. So,
pretty good.
Walk around the con, don't just buy the first thing you see unless you absolutely have to have it. Another one I got was one of the Enders HD collection because we were talking about some of the Enders in another video not too long ago, and I really want to play it. And this is backwards compatible, so I can put this into my Xbox Series.
Xbox One.
Whoa.
Xbox Series X.
Whoa.
Wow.
Xbox Series X, and I can get some gameplay out of that. Especially the second one. I never played the second one.
That's the best one.
I'm excited about that. Another thing I bought, and you're going to be like, well, Mike, you own like 2,000 copies of this. Yes, I bought Resident Evil for the GameCube. Well, the reason why I bought it is because, I think I got it for 30. Yeah, they marked for 32, but I just needed one quickly. Because the guy who voices Chris Redfield is here, and I wasn't going to miss a chance to get him to sign this. So, and being the idiot that I am, I ran off from our house without my copies, one of my 4 freaking copies. So, I'm feeling real nice and dumb. So I get that, but he signs it on the back, goes, he said, to BBG, make for that mansion, and signed his name on there. He was a really, really nice guy. He listened to our stories. He had a bunch of cool stories himself, and he was just going to sit there and talk to us forever. And the lady's like, he does this, he rambles, I'm sorry, I got to move away. I was like, no, you let him talk. You tell us everything.
He was also nice enough to let us know that the voice actor that does Jill,
yeah.
So he kept that part unsigned and told us, hey, you'll find her at one of these conventions eventually.
Yeah, apparently she's doing the circuit, so it'd be cool to have her sign this, and then maybe have Wesker send back here.
Yes.
But this is going to be cool. This is going to go on the shelf. Now, the biggest thing that I got, and I'm sorry for the camera footage because we were all shaking and really excited. Every video of one of these conventions, you're going to be talking about when you get a chainsaw controller. Every video, because I don't have one. Well, we finally found one. We got a hold of one. It is the PS2 version, which The Gatekeeper one's a little more expensive, but let's be honest, PlayStation's better. I said it. We found 2 of these yesterday. This is the first one we came across, and we didn't want to lose it because, let's be honest, they're hard to find now.
Yeah. And the good thing is too, not a lot of these were used heavily because let's just face it, the controller.
It's not a very good controller. It's a terrible controller.
Go figure. The bad Resident Evil stuff is what goes for the most expensive.
That's what it is with retro games. The bad games are the ones that are expensive.
Yeah, like Rocket Road or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's stupid expensive and they can't figure out why.
They had this listed for $370. They gave it to her $350 cash. That's around the right price. Currently, as shooting this video, eBay had some for as high as $6. This one's a little dirty, but I'm going to clean it up and it should be fine. We found another one later on. It was for around the same price, but I'll be honest with you, this is one of those exceptions. I found the rare game, I found what I needed, and I found it in the price range. I was prepared to spend $400 on this weekend if we ran into one. That was my budget for it. But I'm so very happy that we have found this. So this is going to get cleaned up, it's going to put on the mantle. If we ever run into Leon's voice actor, we'll get him to sign it. So it'll be pretty nice. But that's the big takeaway from the weekend. So that's it for day 1. Day 2, we're going to go back. We're going to go to the arcade, look around there, pick up a few extra things. I'm hoping to get a cheap deal on maybe a Pokemon Red or a Gold and Silver. I like both of those. Those are the generations that my favorite. The red, blue, yellow, gold, and silver. Those are kind of my favorite times. But we'll see how it goes. Let's go on.
I'll just look because I blew my budget, but I act like I have money, so vendors don't run me off.
You can bust it for me.
Day 2. Day 2, let's go and see what we can find. We're all looking for very specific things today, just some good deals. That's about it, to be honest with you. Maybe a shirt. Probably won't be here too long today, but
I'm already broke.
Corey spent all my money, so.
Spending your money is easy though, and it's fun.
I spent all my money on her, buying her random games that she wanted. Let's do it. So those last 2, that's the last 2 I needed for my childhood Pokemon collection to rebuild it after something happened. It disappeared. Some of the coolest stuff here though is we have all kinds of gameplay. There's all kinds of, it's all free to play, which is awesome. Then on down there you can see they have a big esports arena where a bunch of, they have all kinds of different games. Yesterday they were playing Mario Kart down there. Cosplay competition, Random Aaron. All kinds of retro games. Sherman, the Japan Road games are massive over there. So it's really cool to bring some over here and actually play with them. 4 rows of arcades. Back there in the corner, you can see that they're actually going to do a live. Back there, they're going to do a live Smash Brothers tournament. Where you're basically dressed up as your favorite Smash Brothers person. Over here, they're doing jousting with PS3 moves. Honestly, it's true. It's kind of do with the refresh rates and things on them, but hard to get a hold of now. They're shooting through the roof. Having all the classic games is insane. That if there's not an event going on, you're allowed to go in there and play, which is really nice. They have all kinds of old games set up. You know me, I love them. Love. More tournaments. We've got Mario Kart. 8 big racing pods set up there for the racing games, which is insane. And over here, all the streaming stuff, for all the pro Rocket League stuff. It's just awesome. That's all I got. Found your favorite game.
Have I told you about Move Love? The great story that comes from these games. Has anyone ever talked to you about it?
No.
Okay.
No one plays that game.
Well, that's it.
That's it. That's day 2 for us. We weren't here very long today. It was kind of mostly just run through, see what kind of deals you get. I got a copy of Resident Evil 4 I needed for the chainsaw controller. I did find a Pokemon Red. I think I got it for 45. And then I got a combo deal for silver and gold, and I got them together for 100. So I was feeling really good about those. I think that's all. I got some Magic cards. I almost said Yu-Gi-Oh. That's about it. Overall, it's been a great experience here. This is a lot of fun. If you are anywhere near here, or you can get here pretty easily, I recommend coming. How about you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's an easy drive, especially when I live. I'm closer to my kids actually.
Yeah, about like 2 hours.
Yeah, so we look forward to it. It takes a lot of energy, but these cons typically do that.
Right.
Some funny moments there, like finding the black label on Resident Evil 4 was a lot more difficult than it assumed it would be.
Yeah.
So.
One gentleman, he had it for $20, and he wouldn't take any deals on that. He was pretty firm. But I went to the booth right next to it, just like I did with the GameCube, and they had one for $13, and she took 10. So I was feeling pretty good about that. And again, complete. Both of them are complete. So if somebody won't work with you, honestly, cash is still king. Cash is going to work great with these things, but just keep trying. But until I guess maybe next year. I mean, this is if this is a good one to cut your teeth on. This is relatively not as expensive as a lot of other trips and stuff, especially being where it is. This is a good one to cut your teeth on, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to come here. I do because I buy too much crap. Corey reins me in on some of that, or sometimes he's like, "You should buy this too, Mike. Come here, look at this cool thing. You should buy this."
Oh yes, it's easy for me to spend your money.
I'm proud of you. That's about it. So yeah, I guess until next video. See you.